But here's the interesting thing, and here I want to get your opinion on this, Pete, which is that there may be another culprit here. And I'm talking, of course, about the computer that the dictator Kim Jong-un uses. And I'm a Mac guy. Haven't really been a PC guy for a long time, but this gave me pause. And I'm going to show a picture. Take a couple seconds. Oh, there it is. Now, this was revealed earlier this week that Kim Jong-un is in fact a Mac user. Look at him working at his desktop Mac. Pete, is this Steve Jobs' revenge?
I think that the way Apple operates in many ways, and the way a dictatorship and authoritarian government operates,
Wait a second,
in many
Pete,
ways
Pete,
very simple.
Are you saying
similar.
that the Apple computer company is equivalent to the North Korean dictatorship?
No, I'm saying there are similarities between.
No, but Pete,
Apple as a
don't hold
company.
back. Don't hold back.
Okay. I'm not going to go as far to say that there's human rights abuses. I just watched the South Park Human Centipede episode the other day, so I don't think Steve Jobs is that bad of a person. But I do think that the way iTunes is operated, the way the iPhone App Store and stuff like that is operated, compared to a platform like Google, is very much like an authoritarian government like China or North Korea, whereas Google is more like a free society.
Well, so explain it. Maybe that's what Kim Jong-un likes about it. He's like, look, Apple, they control all their products. If you want to get a new charger, if you want to get a new piece of hardware for your Apple computer, you have to get the Apple branded version. You can't customize. It's not an open interface. It's not an open format. So you think he's a copyright stickler and sort of a...
More than that, I think the ethos of Apple and the way they operate is very similar to the way he operates his own government. And so I think he feels right at home with Apple products. Where it's...
and while we're at it, Apple followers, people that are sort of really into the idea of Apple, you say to them, Steve Jobs, and they cross themselves sometimes. They might do a couple bows. I mean, it's a little bit like the esteemed leader, the great leader of North Korea.
And the thing about Apple stores is, like the beautiful, glorious Apple stores of the great leader, Steve Jobs, they pay their employees very, very little. So they pay college-educated, master's degree-educated people $8 an hour when they are the most profitable retail space in the country per square foot.
Right. It's not $8 an hour, but it's certainly it has a ceiling of no more than 12 or 13, and there's no real route for moving up. And quite frequently, they keep people's hours limited so they don't have to provide them with health insurance. It's really a travesty, and it's not that different from the way Apple treats its workers in China who manufacture the equipment that we all buy in our stores. Exactly. We've got a great show coming up. We're going to pause in just a few moments as our syndicated stations join us in Columbus, Chicago, Grand Rapids, parts of Oklahoma, and across the country on Take Action News with David Shuster. You're listening and watching to Take Action News.